Hello there, and thanks once again for joining us at Mbiles, Kuno Kumbiles at Rufaro Stadium. I'm Charles, legendary CNN Mabika, and it's always good when you join us for another dose of the Kasolaga PSL soccer game, football game if you want. And yes, the students high-flying take on another high-flying side. That's Simba Bhora, Chinu Chedu, and we're looking ahead to a great game indeed. And joining me, let's say hello first to staunch Liverpool supporter. They play Brentford tomorrow. We call him Jose at ZBC Pockets Hill, Joseph Nkani. Yes, Jose, it's always good when you're around.
Yeah, always a pleasure. Good afternoon, CNN, and good afternoon to all our viewers. And today we are witnessing a game between two teams that are not really separated by much. You know, Simba Bhora are coming in from 7th position and the Herentals are 5th, and they're only separated by 2 points. So we want to see this afternoon how the two teams are going to play against each other. Will they swap positions or will they maintain positions? But if you look at their historical balance of power, Simba Bhora seem to have had the better of Herentals. They've played 6 times against each other. Simba Bhora winning 3 times and Herentals beating Simba Bhora twice. They've had 1 draw between the two of them. So I want to see how this game is going to end this afternoon, and may the better team win.
Yep, sure. So number 5, those are the students, Herentals, taking on number 7, that's Simba Bhora, Chinu Chedu, who goes one better, or should I say, do Herentals they have to do catch up. They've won twice, and Simba Bhora have won 3 times. Last year, Simba Bhora had the better of Herentals, both outings, home and away. They beat them first at Wazanai Stadium 1-0, and they beat them here, Rufaro Stadium 3-2. But let's say hello to staunch Real Madrid supporter. They take on Athletic Bilbao, trophyless Real Madrid. We call him Shinola. Let's say hello to William Tingwa.
Thank you very much, CNN, and good afternoon to all viewers here watching us from the ceremonial home of football. Herentals taking on Simba Bhora, and this promises to be a very good game considering the form these two teams come up with. Remember, Herentals with a moral boosting 1-0 victory at Ngoni Stadium, which is not an easy place to go in Norton there, and also Simba Bhora. The last match they played here was a 2-1 victory over Scotland, the only defeat for Scotland so far. And last weekend they drew 1-1 with Cape United. So those are very good results being posted by the two teams. And today, yeah, there might be a poor turnout in terms of crowd, but what we are going to witness on the pitch is going to be a hair-raising encounter.
Oh yeah, in case you've forgotten, hey, Middlesbrough take on Hull City today at 4:30, and we might be back in the Premiership, eh? But more about that later. Let's talk about the other games. We've got 4 total games for the league today. Of course, we are in Mbiles, Kumseri Kwamsika, Rufaro Stadium, Herentals taking on Simba Bhora. And there's a big one. There is another big one at Emagumeni, Barbourfield's Chicken Inn. The Gamecocks take on Maviravira, Scotland. That one is going to be a cracker. It was a nice stadium. The Sporting Eagles, Agama at home to Kauyaka Turu, Gwenyarecha Membe, ZPC, Kariba. That one to watch. Is a must-win maybe for Agama. And at Baobab, Madamburo, the only team unbeaten in Zimbabwe top flight football so far. That's Ngezi Platinum take on Amakosi Amashle, ZPC Kariba. We will keep you updated on what will be happening there. But let's talk about the home team first. And those are the students. We will be watching them as they earlier on we caught up as they did their warm-up. And of course, the main man, Jose, is the registrar. That's number 20 there. That's Ralph Kaondera. He's scoring goals, registering goals to be more precise.
To be more precise, registering goals. And interestingly, he's one player who is not an out-and-out striker. You know, he's normally fielded from a defensive role. But
although he can play as an out and out
yeah,
striker.
he can, yes. But he's normally deployed more of a supporting role to the strikers. But the one thing that I like about Ralph Kaundera is his ability to sneak into the box or to sneak into prime target areas where he can then cause problems for many of our opponents. And then that's the reason why he's actually the leading goal scorer in the land in this season. He knows how to find pockets of space, and he has got an eye for goal. And I think his strength is his ability to see opportunities, and his abilities again to see
as we see some of his goals there, Jose,
Look
the
at that,
registrar.
that was his he was very tenacious in that incident there. He was a goalmouth scramble in the an error by the goalkeeper. He's pressing,
and he's there.
Yeah, he's there, and he was there to follow up and pick up the chips, and then he fired in a shot on the far corner of the post. The goalkeeper did not see it except to pick it up from there. So that is his strength. He has his ability, this cunning ability to sneak into the box and into strategic position. That's why he's so efficient out in front of goal.
Yes, right. Arrivals, how did the two teams drive their way into Rufaro Stadium? Well, we were there to catch the students first. And Chinola, the students making their way into their beloved hunting ground in Mbiles, Rufaro Stadium.
Yeah, the students arriving here at Rufaro Stadium as you continue to watch those highlights, that spectacular goal there by Herentals when they were playing FC Hunters. And Ralph Kaundera, we have been talking about him being the top goal scorer with 8 goals so far, 2 ahead of the chasing peg of Kama Billiard and Washington Navaya, and him not being an offensive striker like Jose said. But I like the way he positioned himself, finding himself into those goal scoring chances and converting them. And it has been a long time, CNN, when we have had a top goal scorer below the 20-goal mark. So let's hope Ralph Kaundera will beat that 20-goal mark again to meet the likes of Alois Bunjira, Stuart Shuto Morisa, Moses Chunga, Raman Gumbo. Those were the last players we had goals above 20. Though they still had they used to play lesser games than now. We're now playing 34 games. But now, Ralph Kaundera, I believe he might score more because remember the past few games he has been playing more deep, even if a centre back, because of the absence of Brighton Majarira, who comes back into the starting lineup today. So today I think he might be a bit more offensive, though he will not forget his defensive duties. Like I was talking to Paul Benza just before kickoff, he was saying no, Ralph will still operate from the defensive part and he will sneak into those to find his way into at the edge of the box and find those spaces being created by the likes of Milton Chimeza. They also have the likes of IB9 with those flicks, one-touch football coming from the professor IB9. So I believe Herentals, they need to revenge that home and away loss last season to Simba Bhora. And remember Simba Bhora, that time they were gunning for the championship, though they were toppled by Scotland at the end. And in the past seasons, we have seen that the Herentals have been the best placed team from Harare, except for last season when Scotland eventually won the league championship.
Yes, we did tell you that, yes, we always like to show you how the teams make their grand entry into Rufaro Stadium. And like I said before, the students drove their way in style, driving into Rufaro Stadium, of course, powered by the registrar, that's Ralph Kaundera. I think he will be, I think, in history, go down as perhaps the only guy who operated at the center back or from the rear guard to lead the goal scoring chance at one time. I mean, Jose will have to go back a long, long time to find a guy coming from the rear guard and become a leading goal scorer.
Yes,
I can't.
Me, I tried to search, and my memory, I don't think my memory betrays me in that regard. We may possibly, the closest we can be is looking at midfielders who have been on the top scorers chart, and you throw in names like Moses Chunga, you know, in that regard. But to think of a defensive player who's topped the goal scoring chances, goal scoring charts, it's something that is unheard of. It's difficult to find.
That's
right, so I think the registrar, for me, I think has carved his name well and created his own niche of being classified as a defender who can find goals with ease.
Oh, definitely. Yes, so we will see how he will team up with the likes of Lord Chiwunga, Dreamer Lietu, and of course Brighton Majarira will be there holding the rear guard, of course, together with the registrar, that's Ralph Kaundera. It's a pity that Tino Benza, the flying young forward of Herentals, still recovering. He hasn't really fully recovered from that horrible injury that he suffered a couple of months back. But it will be good to see, as we'll see what happens. Right, and then of course we talked about Herentals. Now we can talk about the other side, flipping the other side of the coin, and Simba Bhora, Madamburo. They'll be led by a man with their leading goal scorer Harrison Masina, jersey number 14 there, and he has scored 4 goals. And Ginola, he will be the man to watch, Masina.
Yeah, Harrison Masina, the former Greenfields striker who was playing for Greenfields last season. He has been doing quite well.
As we see some of those goals there of Harrison Masina.
Yeah, Harrison Masina, those are some of the goals he scored here. We saw how he was playing at Greenfield last season, and Simba Bhora having to lose some of their reliable players this season to other teams. When Dubai left there, he left with some players, and then now in comes the new coach with a new philosophy, and they are doing quite well, posting very, very good results in the past 2 games or so. And we also see some changes in the goalkeeping department where first Gandisani has taken over from William Tole, taking full advantage of the suspension that William Tole was last season, and he performed well. And it's very, very difficult for any coach in the world to substitute, to drop a goalkeeper who has done so well. So this is the dilemma we see the goalkeeper in. William Tole is undoubtedly one of the finest goalkeepers, the first choice goalkeeper for Malawi as well. But first Gandisani, he came from Bigita Minerals, remember, and he was just a backup goalkeeper all these seasons. And then he grabbed the opportunity with both hands, and he did well. So let's see how he will do today. And let's hope that will happen. But all over the world, we have seen that whenever a backup goalkeeper gets an opportunity, he will grab it with both hands and do well. This is what the case of Gandisani first.
Oh yes, that's what he's done. First Gandisani, the first choice goalkeeper at Chinu Chedu. He arrived from Bikita Minerals in 2024, and now he's number 1. As we see there, Chinu Chedu, the champions of Zimbabwe football in 2024, and now, yeah, I think it's still some way to go. They could still be there because they've suddenly hit a rich vein of form, and as we see them there disembarking, and yes, Masina there. Webster Tafa is another one who will be there, also always holds the rear guard for Chinuchedu. So we got a game on our hands, definitely we have. Yes, Jose, Simba Bhora is... we saw them drive in style into Rufaro Stadium. They might have beaten Herentals twice last season, but they know that they've got a game, a full one, on their hands today.
Yeah, I mean, look, this fixture comes without any downplaying because it's quite a difficult encounter for them. And of course, we acknowledge that they won the championship in their second year of asking. But coming into this particular game, we also note that they are missing their gritty midfielder, Butolezu Ngube, through an injury. And curiously, it's through an injury. Well, when I thought at some point Butolezu, I think he survived many red cards. If you look at the way he plays, the way he tackles, for me, he's more of an aggressive player. So they are missing him this afternoon. And another player that they are missing is Nobo Tsabora, who is one of their leading goal scorers in the Simba Bhora camp. So he won't be doing duty this afternoon.
He's suspended.
He's suspended, Nobo Tsabora, and Butolezu Ngube injured. So they're not part of the story this afternoon. But when you look at the story about Simba Bhora, they've robbed in Mandla Lulumpofu. They've also have Pilani Mabena as part of his assistant team. And Mrabadoro, Energy Mrabadoro as their goalkeeper coach. So, which is a technical bench that is not bereft of any technical know-how. So, I fancy them to do well in this particular fixture, but it definitely won't be easy for them because the Herentals themselves are not pushovers.
Oh,
Many people don't pay attention to Herentals, but they are doing their business silently and they are causing problems for many teams.
That's what they do, the students. They don't shout, they don't muck about, and they just do their business quietly. And that is why they are number 5 on the log standings, in case you've forgotten. Number 1, Hard Rock. Number 2, Caps United, although both teams are on 27 points. Number 3, the only team unbeaten in Zimbabwe so far, that's Ngezi Platinum. And number 4, Maviravira, the defending champions. Number 5, Herentals. Number 6, Dimbare. We've got all to do tomorrow at Yawanda Stadium against the Kasongo Golden Boys Hard Rock. And number 7, Simba Bhora. And, Ginola, I think we've said it. I think we've got what looks like a very thrilling game indeed, because these are two sides who have hit a purple patch, and trying to guess who will come out the winners. Well, I'm going to leave it to you two guys, but we got a game on our hands, or have we?
Definitely we have, and I was also talking to the Simba Bhora coach Manjila Mpofu just before game, trying to see the kind of formation he is applying today. And they're playing a 3-5-2 formation. We have 3 central defenders. Webster Tafa, one of the longest serving members, been at the heart of it with Kennedy, and also Carlos Mavrume, who operating from the right and overlapping, and Ishmael Nyani, one of the surviving members from the team that was playing in the Division 1, also longest serving, is operating from the left.
Sorry to butt in, Ginola, as we just take in the students warming up. And of course, the key players are there. That's the registrar, he's there. Brighton Majarira, he's there. Dreamer Lieto, the number 88. So it's going to be, it's a full strength side. Well, minus Tino Benza perhaps, but it's a full strength side.
It's a full strength side. The good thing about Herentals, why most people think they do their business silently, of course they do their business silently, it's because they've got a feeder team in the Northern Region Division 1, the under 20 side. So whenever they produce good players, they lose them. They don't stand in the way of any player who wants to move on, or if another team come asking, they always release that player because they know they've got able replacement coming from the Division 1. And you can also the integration here, where Paul Benza was the coach at Division 1. And when they lost Mutiweku Ziwa to Ngezi Platinum Stars, they just upgraded Paul Benza from the Division 1 side into the senior team. And now he's coaching the senior team. He comes, that's the likes of Dreamer Lieto. That's where he came from. Remember, he was playing social soccer and he came to the Division 1 side. And now he has been into the senior team and playing. Also, Ralph Kondera, if you remember, he has played even in the CAF Champions League with FC Platinum. He has played to Triangle. But in Division 1, he still played for Herentals. So he's a trusted lieutenant. He has come a long way with this team. And now I'm sure, with the edge catching up with him, I'm sure he will retire at Herentals, and he might end up being in the coaching staff like what Blessing Majarira, one of their top strikers, is now part of the coaching staff. So that's what we want in football, where one ends up at a team that has kept faith in him. Because you see Ralph Kondera, the way he has been playing, I think it has been fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the outstanding player, arguably the outstanding player in the country at the moment, the registrar, Ralph Kondera. And we flip the coin yet once again. Madam Buro, Simba Bhora, the guys who took the Zimbabwe football fraternity by storm. Harrison Masina, one of the key players, the goal poacher, number 14, Webster Tafa, always holds the rear guard intact, and the goalkeeper, of course, we said. Right, it's that time when we transport you into the gaffers' minds to find out what they are thinking about the impending clash. Right. We always start with the home side first. We first talked to the man we call Uncle, that's Celestino Paul Benza, and then we talked to Lulu, that's Mandla Mpofu. Take a listen.
Change. No matter the nature of the game, because for us, we see that all the teams are very competitive, and all the teams in the league they're very strong. So we always prepare, knowing that we're going to face competitive sides. So we've been preparing very well, and hopefully it's going to work for us today. We do not have any pressure at all because, as we said beginning the season, that we were promoted youngsters from our Division 2 side. So this is the time for them to showcase their talent, and I'm very happy because so far they've managed to do that, and we're sitting in a pretty possible position. So I hope that they are going to keep on doing very well and not get carried away that we're doing well, because I know that the scale will be the limit.
We did well, and our focus was a team that is above us, a team that has done well in terms of they've been consistent, a tricky team. But I guess we did well, besides having some setback, the losing Tabora on suspension, and Buto got injured. But I guess the cover that we are going to play today is a good cover. We've got a good composition of the team in terms of depth. Buto is out, he got a knock against Caps. So is Tabora on suspension, but very, very key players, very, very key players. But I think we have got good cover. Our composition of the team, I think we've got good depth. I think whoever is going to get a chance, they will fight for the badge.
Right, you heard them. That's Uncle and Lulu. Right, what do the two experts think? Goal focus.
1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Shinola. 2-2. So I'm caught. I'm not going to go for anybody winning. All right, we will see how it pans out. We're now going to the commentary box to join. That's Sparrow, Spencer Nyamadzawo, who will be joined by William Tingwa. We will be talking to you at halftime. The students taking on Chenu Chedu.
It's a very good afternoon. Welcome to the Faro Stadium. Matchday 14 Kasalaga Premiership. It's the home team, Herentals, taking on Simba Bhora. And this Kasalaga match at Faro Stadium, of course, these two teams know each other very well. They've met a couple of times. And today, the home team, Herentals, will want to be at the best if they're going to dispatch a Simba Bhora outfit that has been improved under Mandla Mpofu. As we wait for the national anthem. That was the national anthem as we wait to get underway here at Faro Stadium. It's Herentals, the home team, taking on Simba Bhora, the students versus Chinu Chedu. Herentals winning their last encounter away at Moors, and Simba Bhora will feel hard done when they drew 1-1 with Caps United with a penalty call that was denied in the dying stages of the game. As we see the two captains going for the toss before the match gets underway. These two teams have met 6 times. Our referees of the day, Patrick Kalota, Tafazwa Nkala, Pearson, Joko Onera, Messi Miamba, the 4th official, and Gladmore Muzambi, the match commissioner. A lot is at stake, 3 points on the table to play for. Should Simba Bhora win this one, they'll go on top of Herentals. 2 points separating these two teams. Herentals in 5th place with 22 points, and Simba Bhora in 7th place with 20 points, as the two teams go through the photo shoots. Of course, I'm not rolling alone in the studio. I'm joined by William Timba. Willie, good afternoon. A match awaits us here at Faro Stadium.
Very good afternoon, Spencer. What a match we are going to witness here at Faro Stadium as you see the two lineups there, Spencer.
Yes, it looks like Herentals are playing a 4-4-2 with Chimedza and Chuunga, the two strikers trusted up front. Majarira and Mupuma at the center back. Of course, Chimbetu and Kondera. These are guys that like to move on those flanks. In the middle of the midfield, they've got Blessed Moyo and Mazambani. They do all the dirty work. Innocent Benza just behind the strikers to create those chances. And Lieto on the right side of attack. I mean, 4-4-2 for Herentals.
Yeah, that's 4-4-2 for Herentals. Rafu Kondera operating as you see there. The lineup for Simba Bhora with First Gandisani claiming the jersey from the reliable William Tole.
What a surprise there by Mandlampof. I mean, William Tole is the reliable goalkeeper. Not sure why he was dropped, but Gandisani is also equally good goalkeeper. Of course, a lot to be expected from Masina, currently with 4 goals for Simba Bhora. He is also one of the players running for that top goal scorer. Ralph Kondera for Herentals sitting on 8 goals on the top goal scorers chart as we wait for the match to get underway. It's Simba Bhora attacking from right to left on your screen, and the Herentals from left to right, and Simba Bhora will get us off. Referee Kalota just ensuring all is in place before the match gets underway. And off we go. Herentals, the home team, in pink and white shorts, and Simba Bhora in the traditional away kit, which is purple. It's Simba Bhora just getting to field the ball. Good play from Nyani. IB with the first touch. Lord Chiunga, the veteran, a lot to be expected from Lord Chiunga. And this one trickles out for a goal kick, Willie.
Yeah, that was the first time pass for by IB9 looking for Lord Chiunga, but it looks like it was carrying a bit of weight there, and goal kick to First Gandisani, who is claiming the jersey from William Tole, and the one's talking to Mandlam Pofu just before kickoff, and they're saying it's very difficult for any coach in the world that when a backup goalkeeper gets an opportunity, normally grabs it with both hands. That's the case with First Gandisani. William Tole was suspended in the last day match against Caps United, and Gandisani was in goals, and he did quite well, so they couldn't afford to drop him. They have to give him a second chance.
Second chance is being given. Let's see if we can keep a clean sheet against Herentals. And these two teams have met 6 times, with the Herentals winning 3. Simba Bhora winning 3, and the Herentals 2 and drawing 1. It's Simba Bhora attacking. Nyani with the early ball. in the box looking for Masina. Can he take a shot? And it's well defended, only as far as Kennedy Ibe. Adrian Silla, the veteran, he has seen many battles. Innocent Benza with a skillful pass to Captain Rafka Ondera. Milton Chimedza giving it wide, and the free kick considered by Simba Bhora just after the quickly taken. Not the best cross. Cleared forward. Good defense from Chimbetu to win this one. Tinache Mupuma gives away possession. Still early days, really, both teams just trying to settle down in this encounter.
Yeah, they're still sizing each other up here and trying to gain control of the midfield and create some chances. But then Simba Bhora, I think they had the better chance, but they couldn't capitalize. As you see, another chance there. Raf Kondera going down there, the leading goal scorer in the Castle Rugby Premier League with 8 goals. Let's hope nothing serious. He might be able to continue with this game.
Yeah, the ball just hit his face there and left a bit of sting, and I'm sure you'll be okay. Part and parcel of the game. Just hitting his face there.
Yeah, straight to his face. That should be painful, and I'm sure there's nothing serious. He should be able to continue with this game. There he is trying to get up there as it is receiving medical attention from the team there from Herentals.
No, definitely, and there is one key player that they will need this afternoon. He's played in a number of positions. At one time he plays as a centre back. One day they put him on the left back. The next day he playing in the midfield. The next day he can also play as a striker. Scored a crucial goal against Dynamos here at Faro Stadium when everyone thought Dynamos was going to win that encounter. That's Celestine Benza, the head coach for Herentals, the students. Of course, the last encounter for Herentals was a big victory in Norton against Moors when they pulled off a shocker 1-0 away in Norton.
Yes, they pulled off a miracle at Ngoni Stadium. And Raf Kondera, the man receiving treatment at the edge of the field there. I could see there Mangiza Valentine, the team medic for Renda was there. So Raf Kondera scored that priceless goal away at Moors. And 3 precious points they collected there. And today, facing a Simba Bhora, were also fired up, having last played here at the Faro Stadium and won by 2 goals to 1. Harrison Masina breaks loose.
Masina with a chance here. Good defense work by Herentals, and this one was a timely intervention as Masina was let loose.
That should be the returning Bradon Majarira. Remember, he was out injured. That is why you could see that Raf Kondera was playing centre back at one time. And there today, Mapuma was beaten for pace there. And then comes Majarira and colliding with Harrison Masina.
And what a timely tackle there. Masina with the face at goal, and Majarira quick for speed. And just a follow through by Masina that left a knock on Majarira. You know, you feel for him. He's coming back from injury. Then you're going to a tackle like that, and you come out second best. You start to think, am I going off again?
And with only 5 minutes played, as you see the technical Mandla Mpofu in your picture with the captain.
I think he's done great, Mandla Mpofu, taking over a Simba Bhora that lost quite a number of players, and he's rejuvenated this team into a mid-table team.
Yes, they lost quite a number of players, and the entire technical bench of Joel Pasha Dubai, Dylan Chiwandire, they all went to FC Platinum Stars. And they'll be here on Monday against Cape United.
IB with a touch. Kawandra looking to go long. Not the best of a pass. It goes out for a throw-in. Quickly taken by Ishmanyani. And a free kick committed by Tinashe Mzambani. Just a follow through after Nyani had cleared that ball. Lawrence Chazia. They leave it to first Gandisani, the goalkeeper. Pushing it to Webster Tafa, the captain. Good play to keep possession by Calvin Dereki. Not the best of passes from Petros Giallo. And the free kick is considered by Kennedy IB to give away possession on the far side, which will be taken by Wilmore Chimbetu. Looking for Milton Chimedza. Does well to get to the, but the defender recovers. Pushing it long, and the free kick committed on Petros Giallo. To be free kick for Simba Bhora on the far side. Of course, 4 matches being played this afternoon. In Shamba, Agama take on ZPC. In Mondoro, Ngezi, Platinum FC versus Blair Chiefs. And in Blair, Scotland, Chicken Inn versus Scotland. Tondra Andrea against his former team. What a match that one there, Willie.
Yeah, that should be a cracker at Babafield Stadium. Remember, Chicken Inn at the home side there, been coached by Tondra Andrea, who's facing Norman Mapeza. And remember, Tondra Andrea won the league championship with Scotland. And the previous season, he won this Simba Bhora who are playing here at Rofaro Stadium. So the Gamecocks, they definitely cannot afford to lose that match. Remember, they lost away to Hard Rock last weekend, and now they need to make amends and come back into it and maybe get some points. And also FC Scotland, having lost 1 game to this Simba Bhora playing here, they lost here at Rofaro Stadium by 2-1. It come from behind victory by Simba Bhora, as you see, one of the highly underrated defenders in Webster Tafa.
Very good defender, very reliable, and does his job well. Calvin Ndereki loses possession, recovers, playing it wide back to Ndereki, just knocking the ball deep in the own half, all the way back to the goalkeeper, Gandisani. Good overlapping by Lord Chunga, the veteran, looking inside. A shot from outside the box from Tinashe Mpuma doesn't trouble Gandisani. You can't score a goal with a weak effort like that.
Yeah, that was a term offered by number 8, Tinashe Mpuma, and no problem there for First Gandisani. Remember, First Gandisani was signed in 2024 from Bikita Minerals.
Yes, and he's really found it difficult to dislodge William Tolle. I think he's done a great job, but after William Tolle picked up a knock, Gandisani took his chance and is still holding on to that.
Yes, William Tolle, the Malawian international, first choice goalkeeper for Malawi, and it's not easy to dislodge a international first choice goalkeeper for a national team for that matter, but when Tolle was suspended, he took full advantage.
That's the beauty of competition, and credit to Mandlampov. Another coach would not have taken that change, but Mandlampov also giving confidence to first Gandisani, the goalkeeper for Simba Bhora.
Yeah, bold decision there by Mandlampov, and it's always difficult, like we said earlier on, whenever a backup goalkeeper comes and grabs an opportunity, does well against one of the title favorites in Caps United, you can't really fault him and maybe bench him straight away. You need to give him a second chance, and let's wait and see if he can grab that second chance once again.
Yes, let's see if we can grab the chance. And the free kick awarded to Simba Bhora to be taken by Webster Tafa. Part of the crowd watching the encounter here at Rufaro Stadium. Lord Chiunga clears the lines for Herentals. Tinashe Mazambani wins a free kick off Lawrence Chazia. Judged to have pushed Mazambani. It's a long one, looking for Innocent Benza from Chimbetu. The cross is good, but Gandisani does well to gather the ball. And this is how Simba Bhora was playing against Scotland. They were knocking the ball around so confidently. Despite them going down, they came from a goal down to win this encounter. Just knocking the ball around. Good play from Ismail Nyani. And Lawrence Chiza will give a chase and all the way back to the goalkeeper. Simba Bhora have settled in well, starting to knock the ball around. Looking for free spaces. This one rolls out to a goal kick. Both teams not really creating chances as yet. We've played 30 minutes, no shot on goal as yet, Willie.
Yeah, nothing much to write home about in the 14th minute, and the two teams started very slowly this afternoon, and we are expecting a better game than this, but maybe a goal might need to liven up this game. As you can see, witness there's a very poor crowd here at Rufaro Stadium, and the battle of midfield, as you can see, Professor Honorable Innocent Benza there with a cheeky back heel and trying to find Milton Chimedza.
But good defense work from Simba Bhora. Simba, the traveling Simba supporters with the brass band. Headed forward by Milton Chimedza. Adrian Silla in possession. Kennedy Ibe. Webster with a long ball. Good interception. Oh, that was a tough challenge by Tinashe Mpuma on Never Tigere.
Yeah, Never Tigere, another veteran who had seen it all, played for FC Platinum, played for Highlanders, was in the Champions League with FC Platinum, so he's very experienced there.
Very experienced as Simba Bhora attack on the right side, which was twatted by Chimbetu. Throwing to Herentals, yes, Never Tigere. He's seen a lot of an experienced player alongside Ralph Kaondera, as well as Lot Chiunga. Confirmation of the score in the first half. Petros Giallo. Cross wasn't good, no takers, and it's cleared. And the free kick committed. They're enjoying the match here. That's how he picked up the knock. Blessed Moyo. Just the follow through. But he made sure danger had been averted by clearing that ball, and he wins the free kick.
Yeah, could we see there Never Tigere was ghosting from the blind side, and he could have caused the harm there to this man, which is Takarinda Tinotendaishe in goals for Herentals. He hasn't been tested. Both goalkeepers haven't been tested, but there you see there Blessed Moyo clearing the blushes and making sure that safety comes first.
Safety comes first, of course. A goal will really ignite this encounter. Lot Chiunga with the clearance to Webster. Tafa. It's the Casalaga Premiership match featuring Herentals, the home team, taking on Simba Bhora. The flick on and foul committed by Lawrence Chazia. He just left a foot.
Good marking there by Blessed Nderege, but he has been punished by Patrick Kalota, the referee, for a free kick for Herentals at a very, very precarious position as Ralph Kondera, the league's leading goal scorer, is down in agony, is holding his thigh. This is how it happened. Yes.
Ralph Kondera and Calvin Dereki. Kondera coming out second best, just left studs on his left, on his right boot. Good sportsmanship from Dereki, just acknowledging that he left a boot on Kondera. Let's see what Chimbetu can do from here, or IB. About 30 yards away from Gandisani's goal. The first real chance for Herentals. Not the best of a free kick. IB tried to go for the chip, but this one, a chance here for Herentals, but offside. Offside raised by the near side assistant. That's Pearson Joku Oniera. Not good news if Ralph Kondera won't be able to play. Just goes down. I think that last challenge came out second best. It will be a big blow should they lose. Oh, looks like his ankle is troubling him after that challenge, Willie.
Yeah, it's not so good news for Herentals, but I'm sure the medical team of Valentine Mangiza and the physiotherapist Ropafazo Banwa, they'll try all their best as you see the substitute warming up in preparation in case the Ralph Kondera will not be able to continue. But I'm sure Herentals will do everything within their power to make sure that Ralph Kondera continues the game. He is their talisman, they need him, but you also need to consider the future for the player, because there are so many games coming up. Remember, we are only on week 14, which is 20 games before the season ends, and they might need to protect him for the next games, because you might risk recurring the injury and or worsening the injury. So this is how it happened. We clashed with the Blessed Ndereki there.
Left his foot on him.
Ooh.
It was a high boot
on the knee as well.
Yes.
There it is. You see when pointing out that knee, that was stemmed on by Blessed Ndereke, high foot, open foot, and looks like he's walking well, but
let's see if he come back and play.
That's a big question.
Yes.
And the news from other senders, ZPC Caribe scored at Wazana Stadium against Agama, and Ngezi Platinum Stars have scored against Blair Chiefs at Baobab.
Thanks for the update, really good games there. Ngezi Platinum leading at Baobab, and the visiting team ZPC Kariba leading at Agama at Shamba. We'll confirm with you what's happening in Bulawayo. Willie will check for us. And the free kick committed by Tinashe Mpuma, again in a promising position, just about 40 yards away from Takarinda's goal.
And from that sort of range, I'm sure Never Tigere will fence his chances there. Maybe Adrian Silla, but I bet it might be Never Tigere who can try. Remember, he's a good hitter of that ball. He can strike it very well.
Yes,
as you can see there, Tino Tenda Takarinda is organizing his war, making sure that there are no open spaces left there to give confidence to the shooter. As you can see, Harrison Masino with a bit of advice to Tigere and Silla.
Let's see what Tigere can do here. Does he go for goal? To be an ambitious try, and if he scored from that. Good shot there from Tigere, straight at the goalkeeper. And Takainda just punching that ball, and offside call from the far side assistant ref. That's Pearson. That's Fazwa Nkala, beg your pardon. Good chance there, Willie.
Yeah, it was a well-taken free kick. Unfortunately, he went straight to Takarinda, but he couldn't take chances there. He made sure that the ball, he punches it vertically out of danger, because the danger is if you try to hold it first time, you might spill it into the path of the on-rushing opponents and be punished. As the Herentals get a chance.
Chance here for Herentals. And Herentals take the lead here. Good goal, good composure.
Chimedza.
Milton Chimedza. Just waiting for his teammates to come so they can celebrate. But on that occasion, Willie, I thought the Simba Bhora goalkeeper should have come out and got that ball. But he allowed Milton Chimedza to go for the ball, controlled it and turned the defender and took a shot at goal.
Yeah, I think for a goalkeeper it's difficult when the striker is 50-50 with the defender. If you come out, you might be beaten. There it is.
When that ball bounced there,
Chazia,
Willie.
yeah, Chazia there. And the goalkeeper never expected to go on his near post. Yeah, it's difficult to be beaten for the near post there. And the young man had already committed himself.
Good goal there from Milton Chimedza, the goalkeeper, beaten on the near post. And defender Lon Chazia roasted, left for dead. Herentals lead by a goal to nil here.
Yeah, I think credit should go to Chimedza there, roasting the defender inside that box. For a defender, I think he should stand tall and be steady and strong there, not to allow and give space to a striker at that sort of range. Yes, goalkeeper was beaten at his near post, but I think he was a bit exposed. But also another thing we talk about goalkeeping is when that high ball was delivered into that box, maybe he should have reacted earlier, but he saw that a defender is coming as tall as Chazia is. He should have been able to deal with it, but he allowed Milton Chimedza all the time in the world to control the ball and turn him inside out and shoot at the goalkeeper at the near post. 1-0, Herentals lead.
Herentals lead. Let's see how Simba Bhora will respond here. Herentals giving chase, and the goalkeeper comes out, collects. This is what this game needed, the goal, so that both teams can start playing attacking football. Captain in. Petros Giallo wins a free kick.
And I think that was a wake-up call for the goalkeeper. You could see another high ball was bouncing in the 18-area box. He could not give any chances or wait for the defender. He just committed himself and went for the other high ball and claimed it. And confirmation of that score after 23 minutes, Milton Chimedza, the goal scorer, Herentals lead 1-0 Spencer.
Never Tigere prepares to dispatch a free kick. They've got 6 purple jerseys in the box. What can they do here? Can they respond? They have been presented an opportunity. The ball comes in, a chance, a header, and defended well. Lord Chiunga tried to be clever, managed to keep it in play. A chance for Herentals, for Simba Bhora, beg your pardon, but Herentals cleared the lines. Adrian Silla. Webster Tafa wins a throw-in for Simba Bhora. Now they're playing with a bit of urgency, with a bit of purpose. They have to respond. We're throwing to Simba Bhora again. The Herentals, the students, enjoying themselves. To be a long throw. Chunga does well to clear the lines for the students. Webster Tafa wanted to go long. A chance outside the box. Never to get it. Rushing his effort and just blazing it wide.
I think those are signs of desperation because you could see the way the ball was coming to him. I don't think he was in a position to adjust his bearing and his bearings there and shoot from that quarter of range. I think the best option was to hold and then decide what to do with the ball under your control than trying to be desperate to find an equalizer. But like we predicted earlier, that a goal is needed to light up this game.
Yes, indeed, and the rush of blood, and the goalkeeper given a yellow card by the referee, Patrick Kalota, time wasting. And good to see that the referee is stamping his authority in this encounter, Willie.
Yeah, and you could see the goalkeeper there could not believe himself that as early as the 28th minute he's been given a yellow card for time wasting. But I'm sure the referee is stamping his authority, like you said, and is telling, that's a stern warning to all the players that if you delay, I will punish you by giving you a yellow card. So it means from now onwards that Karinda can no longer dilly-dally with the ball, cannot delay any further because he's now sitting on a knife edge.
He's trading on ice. Good defense work from Tinashe Mpuma. Looking for Dreamer Leto. Chimbetu. And this one goes out of play to be thrown to Simba Bhora, who are playing with a bit of purpose, a bit of urgency. They need to come back, ball given away to Dreamer Leto. Can he get past the defender, Kennedy Ibe? And Kennedy Ibe wins this one, but the referee wants Dreamer Leto to be attended to. Good to see he's up on his feet. And Simba Bhora quickly take the free kick. Adjudged to have held the ball. Was muscled off the ball by the defender. Leto. Good control. Just overhit there by Tinashe Muzambani. They want to build from the back. Webster Tafa looking for options. Finds Kelvin Ndereke. They're forced to play back by Herentals, who are pushing forward. Kelvin Harrison Masina has not got enough clean balls up front. Good defense work by Carlos Mavrume. Well played by Chimbetu. Wins possession for Herentals. Dreamer gives away possession. Derek with a good turn. A chance here from outside the box. Not the best of shots by Ishmael Nyani, but you see what Simba Bhora are doing. They're passing the ball around, knocking it, pushing it forward, Willie.
Yeah, but I think that should be a corner kick because it looks like it came off a defender unless it came off a striker. But that shot by Ishmael Nyani, I think it came off from somebody.
Linesman giving it as a goal kick. Headed forward only as far as Kawandera. Good ball to play. Leto on the flank. Can he get inside the box? Runs himself out of touch. To be a goal kick to Simba Bhora. Tafa always on the ball. Sila too slow, loses out. They win it back. Simba Bhora deep in the own half, and you have to give credit to Herentals. Every time they lose the ball, they're pushing forward, they're quickly closing Simba Bhora. They're not allowing them to play.
Yes, they are quick to recover and regain possession. That's what they're doing. That's the kind of fighting spirit we would like. And they can see Ralph Condra looks like he is fully recovered from that nagging injury that almost costed him this match.
Yeah, let's see how the match progresses, but rightly so. Herentals quick closing in. Part of the dignitaries watching the game here at Rufaro. Just knocking it around deep in the own half. Herentals not giving Simba Bhora a chance to play. They are quick closing down Simba Bhora. Lord Chiunga, IB, Milton Chimedza, the goal scorer, gives away possession. Try to look for Tinashe Mazambani. Ever since the Herentals were promoted to the Premiership, they've held their own. Their mid-table team.
Yeah, but they've been finishing in the top 8 ever since they were promoted in the league. I think except for one season when they were just below the halfway mark, and they've been one of the best teams in a yellow card has been flashed there to Herentals, the player. Couldn't spot who it is, and it looks like Tinashe Mupuma.
Yes, indeed, it's Tinashe. It's Tinashe Mzambani, I think, wearing 33.
Not 8? Is it not 8?
Say Tinashe Mpuma.
Should be. Let's double check.
Yeah, it is Tinashe Mpuma. He is playing at the back. Mazambani is playing up front.
Part of the crowd here at Rufaro Stadium, all smiles.
Again, we yet to see teams utilize these free kicks. I would think they'll put players wide so they can get the ball wide and get crosses in the box. I think that distance is a bit far to try and beat the goalkeeper. But again, Tigere wants to fancy his chances again. Yellow card confirmation, Tinashe Mpuma. Together with a chance, and this one just goes high and wide. No creativity. I mean, from that angle, you should have put players wide, get the ball wide, and get to cross the ball in the box, increase your chance of scoring.
Yeah, I think the issue you mentioned there is very important, Spencer, that we don't normally utilize these set pieces. These are chances we get, and especially if you play in Africa, you go away from home, you don't get a penalty, but a free kick at least you get. So we should utilize. And I don't know what happened to ZPC Kariba last season. They had a record of 8 free kick goals from range. Well taken free kick set pieces, which you will see that is a drill from the training ground. Is it a change of coaches at ZPC Kariba that has not resulted in a free kick this season being scored? The likes of Fanu Shoko.
Ralph Kawandera gives away possession. Masaina in a chance here. Oh, good goalkeeping from Takarinda. Ralph Kawandera is a lucky boy. He's back. Simba Bhora come again. Ndereki with the chance here outside the box and straight at the goalkeeper. 2 chances in 1 minute, Willie. Simba Bhora wanting to go at the break, tied.
Yeah, 2 chances in quick succession there for Simba Bhora, but they couldn't capitalize with about 8 minutes before the Oranges here at Rufaro Stadium, the ceremony home of football. And Simba Bhora now playing some purposeful football and desperate for that elusive equalizer. As you see Kennedy with a high ball inside the box, well cleaned by the goalkeeper once more.
Simba Bhora asking all the questions, they're pushing forward. But the goalkeeper, Tekarinda, holding his own between the sticks. Lawrence Chazia, and played out of touch by Kennedy Ibe.
So Ngezi Platinum Stars have doubled their lead and Scotland has taken the lead.
A chance here from outside the box. Ooh, good goalkeeping, but what a great chance by Tinashe Mupuma, and the goalkeeper Gandisani equal to the task.
Yeah, I think the goalkeeper saw it late and he had to do well to parry that one for a corner kick because the ball bounced awkwardly in front of you. There is the chance again. You see that bounce almost deceived the goalkeeper, but eyes on the ball. For credit to the goalkeeper for saving it as they get a corner kick. And they were saying Scotland has scored at Barbados Stadium and Ngezi Platinum Stars has doubled their lead against Chiefs.
Ngezi leading 2-0 and Scotland 1-0 against Chicken Inns away in Bulawayo. Corner kick to Herentals. High in the air and the goalkeeper not convincing, coming out and leaving the ball. Ralph Kaundera, can he whip in a cross in the box? The cross is good. And the goalkeeper gathers the ball, doesn't waste time. They're looking for options. Good play by Tinashe Mupuma. Wow, what a timely recovery. Good composure from Carlos Mavrume. They're attacking on the far side. To be a free kick. An interesting position if they can whip in the ball. They've got good height, Lawrence Chazia, as well as Kennedy Ibe. These are tall players. They can win aerial balls and cause problems for Tekarinda. Let's see how this free kick is taken. An interesting position for whipping a good ball. Never to get it with a chance here. Just goes over the bar from Lawrence Chazia. The rental players down, but it was a good ball in the box by Never Tigere.
Yeah, good ball there by Never Tigere, but it looks like it couldn't find any takers in a better position. Lawrence Chazia, there it is again. And the ball bounced first before it contacted the ball, and that was a good delivery there. It just needed someone to head it before it goes down. And you see the goalkeeper couldn't see what is happening. Like for him, it went over the bar. And I'm told Knowledge James Conner, the goal scorer for FC Scotland.
The Simba Bhora bench. She's enjoying the game.
All by herself.
A Lone Ranger. While the pipe band, the Simba Bhora brass band, belting away their tunes, trying to rally the team so they can come back in this encounter. Confirmation of the score. Milton Chimedza, the goal scorer for Herentals in the 23rd minute. Webster Taffa Playing it to Kennedy Ibe. Lawrence Chazia, not the best of balls playing forward, flicked on. Free kick by Adrian Sila. Takes away the pressure. And the Herentals can just kill the momentum. They're going down. They're enjoying the match here at Rufaro. Tanache Mupuma has been covering ground for Herentals.
I think so far he's covered every blade of grass in that midfield. He's coming defensively, doing quite well, offensively also doing quite well, and at the center of the park there, he
Box
has been
to box.
doing, yeah, box to box, exactly.
It's a long free kick, looking for Dreamer on the wide flank. Adrian Sila need to be careful, losing position, the dangerous position. Carlos Mavrume wins a free kick. Webster Tafa looking for options. Quick exchange of passes. Does well and stopped in the track. IB with a rear touch. Sila giving it to Carlos Mavrume, to Tafa. Dereki, good play. Adrian Sila wide. Can they whip in across in the box? Straight to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper not doing justice to that ball. Consider a corner kick there, Willie.
Not convincing it all from the goalkeeper Takarinda Tinotendaishe. I'm sure he had all the time to claim that have a clean catch there. There was no need to punch that ball away because there was no imposing danger at him at all. And now a corner kick, can it be utilized with about a minute to go before the breather?
Corner kick comes. A chance here. Masina wanting a handball. But offside flag had been raised. We want to have a look at that again. Patrick Kalota.
I don't think he'll get a penalty from that claim any day, any time. As you can see there.
No, his hand was in a natural position there, Lord Chiunga.
And
good call
to
from
me,
the
it looks
referee.
like even it's off the shoulder.
Off the shoulder, yes.
Off the shoulder, yeah.
But you know how it is, footballers, they'll always try their luck.
And they should remember that
this keeper is trading on thin ice. He needs to be careful.
But if it was offside, why instruct him to put the ball inside that 6-yard box?
Not sure. 3 minutes of optional time. Throwing to Herentals. Headed forward. Adrian Sila. Isman Nyahani. Webster Tafa. To Kennedy Ibe. Lawrence Chazia pushing forward. The 1-2 couldn't come out. And IB gives away possession. Herentals will be happy to go at the break, leading by a goal to nil. Looks like they've just comfortable, just sitting a high line. Tafa. A chance here. Not a bad try by Milton. Saw the goalkeeper off the line. And Chimedza wanted to go for that audacious shot. Ndereki needs to get the ball wide. And not the best pass to Harrison Masina. Takarinda will gather the ball. Not convincing from the captain, but does well to recover, to head the ball back to the goalkeeper. They need to push forward. Good defense work from Lot Chunga to keep the pressure up front, not allowing Simba Bhora to play. We've played 2 minutes of the optional time. Under 50 seconds to play. Headed forward by Tinashe Mpuma to be throw-in, quickly taken. Ismail Nyahani with the long ball in the box. Ralph Kaondera. Carlos Mavurume looking for options. Not the best pass, even Mandlampovu not able with that pass. Can't believe the pass there. And that whistle bringing the end of the first half, where we did see Simba Bhora settling in well first, and the Herentals just sitting back, just closing down Simba Bhora. But Simba Bhora, with the few chances that they created and did not take, were punished in the 23rd by Milton Chimeza when he turned the defender in the box, Lawrence Chazia. First half belonging to Herentals, but in terms of possession domination, Simba Bhora dominated this encounter. But what matters most, the goals. It's Herentals leading in this encounter. So at the break, it's Herentals leading Simba Bhora by a goal to nil. Courtesy of a goal scored by Milton Chimeza. As we prepare to go to touchline, where Charles Mabiga and his team are on standby. Over to you, Charles.
The students continue to ride up high. So far, I must say so far, but the students surprising all and sundry are leading here by 1-0. Milton Chimeta, the scorer. Of course, Simba Bhora still refusing to be outdone. They were coming in with their moments here and there. And I can tell you, I did promise you that I would keep you updated with what is happening elsewhere. Elsewhere, half-time at Embagumeni. It's Chicken Inn nil, Scotland 1. The smiling assassin, Knowledge Musona, the scorer. At Baobab Stadium, Ngezi Platinum are leading Bulawayo Chiefs by 2-0. Remember, Ngezi Platinum, the only team unbeaten in Zimbabwe. And there is another game, of course, ZPC Kariba away at Wadzanai Stadium against Agama, and Kawiyaka Turu are leading by 1-0. Dark days continue for the Sporting Eagles of Agama. But here at Rufaro Stadium, kuseri kwa msika, the Herentals, the students, continuing. Varikunyora mabuku, varikunyora. Ralph Kaondera achimaka, the registrar. Yes, Milton Chimeza, the scorer. And Jose, well, you're still in. You said 1-1, huh? And Ginola said 2-2. But so far so good for the students. And the registrar kumaka.
Yeah, so far so good for the students, Herentals, but I think it's not in the bag yet, because we've also seen flashes of promise from Simba Bhora, the visitors. More so, if you look at the number of threatening balls that were thrown into the box by Neva Tigere, who is, I think is coming back into the lineup, and you look at the way he takes his set pieces, look at the way he flies the balls from the wide areas, so they still have a chance. So, but at the same time, I think this game has been marred by too many stops and starts. if you look at the number of fouls, the physicality in the game, that also explains why we now have about 2 yellow cards that have been shown in the first half, which for me is an indicator of how physical the two teams have been applying themselves in this game. But Herentals are still in the hunt, but it's not yet banked yet.
Yes, Mita, Milton Chimeza. In case you are confused, you are wondering, related to the great Sifas? No, not at all. Masene mahango fanana. Right, let's watch that Herentals goal. And boy, what a build-up it was. And beautifully finished by Chimeza, Shinola.
Some good goal, ball control there by Milton Chimeza. I can see there. And Lawrence Chazia, as tall as he is, I'm sure he should have dealt with the ball before it bounced back. And he's so taller than Chimeza. But when Chimeza gained control of the ball, he did so well in turning inside the defender, leaving for dead, and finding and squeezing the ball in the near post there. I do not blame the goalkeeper there. Yes, it is the near post. We don't normally allow the goalkeeper to be in the near post. But when your defender has been roasted in front of you like that, he was expecting that Chimeza will go to the far post, and you will see that he had committed himself in trying to cover that area which was a bit wide. But Chimeza was so intelligent in squeezing the ball at the near post. 1-0 to Herentals that time.
Right, it's a goal that the great Sifas Chimeza would have been proud of. He used to score goals like that at Dynamos and at Caps United, that's Sifas. And well, the younger Milton Chimeza, no relation, remember, must have done him proud there. So 1-0, can Herentals hold on? Yes, we saw some flashes there coming from Honorable IB9, Innocent Benza, laying on the passes, but there were no goals to talk about there. And still, Jose, the Honorable IB9, 54, but he still has it in terms of sense, in terms of, pushing those little passes, lovely passes.
Yes, in cricket terms, it's 54 not out.
Yes.
Yes, look at that flick there.
That's
He always
right.
brings this kind
Exactly.
of trickery into the game.
Exactly.
And there he's trying an out footer. He's trying to find a teammate.
He loves those out
he likes
footers,
those. So he likes to express himself. That's
Yeah.
one thing about IB9. He wants to express himself and then have an influence in the game. But I think one thing that also many people might not be recognizing is his influence in the game. Some people, you may choose to mark him tight, or you may choose to ignore him.
That's
so
right.
you find that there's always a dilemma for the opposing teams. But at the end of the day, you then realize, okay, fine, the pitch that he plays in the game, somehow he has a telling on how things are going to pan out. But I don't see him coming back in the second half, though he normally plays the first half and then he steps aside for new players to come on.
We'll see what happens. The decision of his younger brother, the head coach, uncle, that's Celestino Paul Benza, whether he'll decide to keep sending on his elder brother IB9, the Honorable. We'll have to wait and see. They've got Eric Dombo in wait on the bench. But Simba Bhora, if you are a Herentals fan, listen, don't start celebrating yet. Yes, I know you celebrated that great goal by Milton Chimeza. But Simba Bhora are coming with Papa Nene. That's never Tigere. As we look at the stats there, Shinola.
Yes, you can see that Simba Bhora are slightly ahead in terms of ball possession there. Even on shots on target there, you could see that Simba Bhora dominating. Like you are saying that Herentals must not celebrate too early, because the Simba Bhora have not been in this position for the first time. Remember against Scotland at this very stadium, they were 1-0 down at one point, but they managed to come from behind to grab 2 goals and win that game by 2-1. Even last weekend it was a nice stadium. They were trailing for longer parts of the game against Caps United, a high-riding Caps United for that matter, but they managed to score with the very last kick of the match. So they don't give up easily. They can come back, as you see never to get his free kick that was punched away by Tinotenda Shetakarinda.
Yes, Papa Nene. That's what they call him at Watsanai Stadium. That's never Tigere. He was out injured. He's back. And he's got so far 3 free kicks. That one of them troubling, well, not troubling, but keeping Tino Takarinda very, very busy. Never Tigere. He was coming with the corner kicks as well. So it's this set pieces, Jose, if they keep conceding these set pieces, they might pay for it.
Yeah, they might pay for it. And if you look at the way Never Tigre takes his free kicks, you can see what he's trying to do, and you can see that the way he addresses the ball. So, which for me might be a decider in terms of Simba Bhora coming back into this game. Because in terms of the pattern of play that I saw from Simba Bhora, I think they're relying more on the long ball. And the time they try to shoot from afar, you see the Ndereki there, of course, he didn't have a good connection with the ball, but you can see that they're trying from range. And also when they're playing from back, I think they're sending too many high balls to their front men, which I think might not give them much in terms of options, in terms of unlocking a solid Herentals defense. So maybe set pieces may then come in handy for Simba Bhora in terms of finding a goal back into this game. And if it's at 1-1, then anything can happen, which may probably open the game up between the two teams in the second half.
Yes, we'll see, but it's good to know that all 4 games have produced goals. The most at Baobab Stadium, where Madam Buro are reigning supreme. And remember, they are third. And if they win, well, we won't talk about it because Scotland are also winning. We'll see Herentals are also winning. So those in the top 5 are winning so far. And tomorrow we've got some bastard games as well. We will be talking about those later. But what do you think needs to happen in the second half? If you are a Herentals supporter, what would you like to see happen in the second half? Of course, apart from getting one goal or the other. You know.
Yeah, from a Herentals perspective there, I think as expected, I think Honorable Innocent Benza IB9 will rest and maybe Eric Dombo comes in, but they've got plenty of options on the bench there. But I still believe that Eric Dombo will be the best candidate to come in and replace and come up with a bit of more energy, because the professor has done his job. See those flicky and back heels, those nice touches, outside footers in the first half. It's unfortunate that they couldn't get more goals out of them. But with Eric Dombo with a bit of energy coming in, I think that will cause more harm and protect their slender lead so far.
Right. Will it protect that slender lead, or will they get another one? Well, there's no prizes for guessing, because what we're going to do, we're crossing back to the commentary box and rejoin Manchester United strong supporter, that's the Sparrow, Spencer Nyamadzao, who will be joined by the man from the Benabao, William Tingwa, to give us the second half commentary. We will be talking to you at the end of the night, but so far, the students riding high. We'll see you after 19 minutes.
Welcome back to the second half. Simba Bhora out of the changing room early as they chase this game. They're trailing by a goal to nil. Courtesy of a goal scored by Milton Chimeza in the 23rd minute. And the Herentals trickling back to the field of play to get this second half underway. Of course, at halftime, at other centers, can give you those results. That's a Lone Ranger just enjoying a game. Just results at other centers. Agama were down 1-0 at halftime to ZBC Kariba. Ngezi Platinum were leading Blind Chiefs by 2-0. And Chicken Inn were down by 1-0 against Scotland, scored by Knowledge Musona, the smiling assassin. It's Herentals that will get us underway, attacking from right to left on your screen. Tinashe Mazambani will get us underway. Looks like before the match gets underway, we're likely to see a substitute coming in. That's Clement Govu for Herentals. We will confirm with you is coming in for Innocent Benza. So that's a striker for a striker. Clement Govu coming in for Innocent Benza. Your take on that?
Yeah, I think that was expected. IB9 normally plays 45 minutes and then he rests, maybe to bring in youngsters with a bit of more energy. I was expecting that maybe it might be Eric Dombo, but Clemens Govu is not a bad replacement. He's an able replacement there, and he can come up and do the damage for, is it Zimondi who has been introduced there? Yes, Clemens Zimondi Govu is just coming in there. They also have the likes of Eric Dombo, still on the bench there. They have Blessing Piri, they've got Chigora Elasto, and you can see confirmation of that scoreline. Second half just underway here, 1-0 to Herentals. So IB9 rest and Clemens comes in.
It's Simba Bhora chasing the game. Lord Chunga from outside the box, and not a bad effort, just going wide on the left side of Gandhisani. The second goal will take the sting off Simba Bhora. As it stands at 1-0, Simba Bhora are very much in this encounter. They're chasing the game.
Yeah,
Came out first off the blocks from the halftime.
I agree with you, Spencer. Simba Bhora very much in this game, and remember, they don't normally give up. At this very stadium, when they played against FC Scotland, they were 1-0 down at one moment, but they managed to pull 2 goals back and win that game. And even last weekend it was an eye, they were trailing for the longer parts of the game. A clean catch there by Takarinda, being challenged there by Petras. They were trailing Caps United 1-0. It was an eye, and they equalized with the very last kick of the match. That's a clear check that they don't normally give early. As they see Takarinda, they're losing control of the ball and dropping it. This is how it happened. I think he was charged in the ribs there by Petras.
I think the striker had an opportunity to challenge that ball. Not malicious from the striker. I think the goalkeeper just wanted to kill a bit of seconds. Play gets underway.
Yeah, in terms of killing some seconds, I think this is the opportunity where he can find time to waste some times when he gets a nudge, because he can no longer do it willy-nilly, because he's already sitting on a yellow card and has been warned by the match official that any further delay will be punished. But when he gets a nudge there, then he's protected.
Yes, indeed. Never Tigere wins a throw-in. Good defense work from the captain, Ralph Kaundera. Will he increase his goals to from 8 to 9 in this encounter? Time will tell. Free kick to Simba Bhora, quickly taken. Belon Chazia. A chance here for Simba Bhora, but good defense work from Tinashe Mazambani. Tinashe Mupuma. Simba Bhora knocking the ball deep in the own half, looking for options. Kennedy Ibe. Good work from Chimbetu. Adrian Silla couldn't get to the end there. Good defense work, good timing from Brighton Majarira. Always quick to clear the lines for Herentals. It's Simba Bhora asking all the questions. A chance. Adrian Silla on his weak foot again. This one will not trouble the goalkeeper. But it's the chances that they are creating. They're knocking the ball around and pushing forward and taking those chances.
Very good move by Simba Bhora, the away team this afternoon there. But I think Adrian Silla should have taken his time here. The acres of space, he should have controlled the ball and maybe bring it to his stronger foot, the right foot, and maybe try to score from there, but not with his weaker foot with the first time effort. As you can see, the end result was not pleasing. It was well over the bar.
Well over the bar. Simba Bhora have some defending to do. Good work from Dreamer Leito. A chance in the box here. handball to be a free kick for Simba Bhora. At this time, the defenders stood firm, didn't allow the striker to turn, and Milton Schmetzer handled in the proceeding. Adrian Silla back to Chazia. Webster Tafa tried to look for Harrison Masina. Two players clashing, and the referee giving the free kick to Herentals.
Yeah, never to get it in Zimalieto, the clash of flags, but the referee had allowed stop the play to allow them to be attended to. As you can see, oh, that was a nasty clash there. Zimalieto with a leg on the thigh of Nevatigere, but nothing malicious there, no much serious damage been done there, and you could see there by the two players getting up quickly.
Yes, Dreamer was going for the ball. Kawandera. Later, good defense work. And the free kick to Simba Bhora deep in the own half. The Simba Bhora brass band continues to rally behind the team. They've made Shamba a fortress. Can they pick up points away here to Faro? Managed to pick 3 points against Scotland here. Simba Bhora in the last 5 games, they drew 1-1 with Caps United, lost 1-0 to Chicken Inn, beat Scotland here to Faro Stadium, and a chance here. Can he control the ball? Yes, he does. Petros, Giallo, Carlos Mafurume, Ndereki. Good chance. Can he get in the box here? The cross is good. And Kaundera clears the lines. Not enough purple jerseys to trouble the goalkeeper there.
Some intelligent work by the captain, Ralph Kondera, there in your picture there. He suspected that there's somebody coming from the blind side, and rightfully so. The ones never to get it there, and safety comes first, then a corner kick, never to get it behind it.
To get it with a corner kick, and the header over the bar again. That was a Webster Tafa. A chance, a free header in the box there. Herentals defenders going to slip there, and Tafa couldn't direct his effort on target.
It's a pity Simba Bhora no longer have Ishmael Mauchi. His presence there with this kind of balls being floated in by Never Degere. I'm sure Herentals could have been punished if he was present, as you see part of the crowd there.
Enjoying the match here at the ceremony home of football. Good exchange of passes. Offside. From the far side assistant. Pearson. Joku Onera. Simba Bhora will push forward, headed forward. Fighting for that loose ball. Good work from Chimbetu. Chopper doing a great job here.
And Spencer, news coming from the Baobab Stadium, be prepared for this. It's Ngezi Platinum Stars 2, Blayo Chiefs 2.
Goodness me. Blayo Chiefs coming off the block. leveling the game in Mondoro. Let's see how this one will play out. Simba Bhora losing out possession. Good play from Milton Chimedza. Ndereki wins it for Simba Bhora. Ralph Kawandera. Good play by Chimedza. Good pass. Lord Chiungwa in an offside position. They're enjoying the game here.
So 2 quick goals there by Blair Chiefs there to level the scores at Baobab Stadium. But remember, Ngezi Platinum Stars are the only unbeaten side in the league, and they maintain that. And this is weekday 14, match number 14, and undefeated in 13 starts. This is number 14 acid test for them, surrendering a 2-goal lead there.
Mutuakuzia will be disappointed without they consider those 2 quick goals. Good play by Lawrence Chazia. Again, the first touch wasn't great from Ismail Nyahani. Dreamer Leto. But again, good defense against all by himself. Oh! He's lucky there.
Yeah.
Tinache Mupuma. He's sitting on a yellow card and he threw an elbow. Never Tigere. Back to Carlos Mavurume. Tigere, can he get the ball in the box? Mavurume just exchanging passes. Good play from Simba Bhora. The ball in the box, not the best, but Simba still have a chance here outside the box. 1-2 with Sila. They're wanting to walk the ball. And it's cleared. Headed forward by the gangling Kennedy Ibe. Chopper losing out to Masena. A chance here. And just goes begging. Good work by Masina. I thought he should have gone for goal there, Willie. He wanted to pass the ball. He should have gone to the near post.
Yeah, he tried to be unselfish there. You could see Manjla Mpofu couldn't believe that they missed this opportunity. There's Masina laying a sitter there to Petras, but Petras was a bit too slow there. I think he was at a very difficult angle. Maybe Petras was a bit too slow, or maybe somebody didn't
from the blind side.
From the blind side, exactly. Goalkeeper had committed himself. Otherwise, they could have taken full advantage and equalized there. The goalkeeper dying. I don't know how he got injured, or maybe he just want to
kill the momentum.
Exactly, and take some steam off the Simba Bhora, who are trying desperate for an equalizer here.
Again, good play by Simba Bhora. Carlos Mavurume. The cross was good. There we see the goal. 10 the defender, left him for dead, and went on the near post, smashed it past the goalkeeper. Gandisani is filming his players, and that's a good celebration. One that they will have trained at the training ground.
And those at Baobab Stadium are enjoying themselves. Spencer, hear this. Ngezi Platinum regained the lead 3-2 now in favor of Ngezi Platinum Stars. So goals there falling like mangoes in summer.
5-goal thriller at Baobab. Ngezi Platinum lead Blair Chiefs 3-2. Good value for the fans who are watching that game. Was fans paid to watch, to come and see goals, and they have not been denied of goals. 5 goals here, 1 goal separate the 2 teams. Throw in.
And Agama is equalized against PC Karibe at Wazana.
Good high boot there, but the referee plays on. Never Tigere. Ndereki playing it wide. They're looking for options. Turning infield. Webster Tafa. Good play, Carlos Mavrume. Good control. But that ball plays out of touch, try to look for, never to get it. So, substitute. Adrian Sila calls it a day. And in comes
Coach Samba. We got the wrong number on the team sheet here.
number 19. That's Petros comes out. And jersey number 30, McCartney, comes in. Double substitute by Mandla Mpofu. Those guys are enjoying themselves. Herentals with a chance here. Good play by, good defense work. Stopped in the turn, Dereki. 2 versus 3. What can they do here? A chance here. Given in the box. Oh! Goes down and the referee plays on. Want to see what would happen. The confirmation of the substitute there. Colin Samba, the youngster, comes in.
I think he was caught. Looks like he was caught, but
He was
outside
just
the
clipped,
box.
He was just clipped on the line, just on the box, on the
Yes.
line, Willie. And then the contact was just when the guy was on the
Yes,
line.
we'll watch him better too.
Herentals get away with one there. You mentioned that this referee, Patrick Kalota, doesn't give penalties at ease.
Yeah, at times you need to forgive these referees that you need to make a decision within a split of a second, and without the VAR here, without video assistant referee.
It's never easy.
Yeah, it's never easy. It's never easy.
Yes, again, play continues. Wilmo Chimbetu, Chopa. Lucky there, he's a lucky boy.
Very lucky. And remember, this is part of the crowd. And remember, as a referee, you need to be very sure, 100% sure that it is a penalty. You cannot just blow for a penalty when you are not so sure.
Yes,
And
indeed. And a chance in the box. Cleared. Herentals pushing forward. Early ball in the box. Lord Chiunga beaten in the air. The clearance was the best by the captain. A chance from outside the box. Mafurume Carlos who cleared the lines. Managed to keep in play was Ismail Nyahani. Both teams giving away possession carelessly, failing to keep possession. Now they're rushing. Wilmo Chimbetu enjoying the barbecues, watching the match here. Carlos Mavurume to the substitute. Ooh, living dangerously. Good play by Tinache Mazambani. Good recovery, and Carlos will pick up the pieces for Simba Bhora. Cleared by Clemens Govu. Herentals doing a great job of not allowing Simba Bhora to play. They quickly close them down when they come in the attacking third. Can you whip in a ball in the box? No problem for the goalkeeper. A chance here. Laying it. Good defense work. Player is lying injured there. Not sure what happened there, Willie.
Yeah, there's a replay of what happened there, what transpired. I think it should be Mazambani Tinashe. He was trying to shoot at goal. There it is, second look at it. He wanted to shoot with his left and then he kicked the defender, that is Webster Tafa, the captain. And Spencer, see how difficult life can be for a commentator when you have just number 12 on the score sheet, but then the player comes in with just number 11.
Very difficult indeed. The people at home don't understand all these obstacles that we face during when we execute our duties here, but nevertheless we picked it up and we continue. Kole Samba, the youngster wearing jersey number 11, was initially said to have been wearing number 12.
That's the young man who equalized for Simba Bhora against Caps United at Ozanai last weekend with the very last kick of the game.
Let's see what he can do. Carlos Mavurume has been on the ball. Kennedy Ibe pushing forward. First touch wasn't the best and gives away possession. The youngster with a cross early in the box, and Kawandera does well. Chimbetu heads it forward. Good play there by Chimedza. Well defended by the reliable Webster Tafa. Action swinging from one end to the other. Kennedy Ibe back to Chazia. Doesn't have too many options. No one making themselves available. Good play. Oh, nice work from Govu. Looking for options. Chimedza on the chest. Chimbetu on the overlap. I thought it would just backheel that ball to Chimbetu. The cross is good from Chimbetu. Tafa with the clearance. Good play by Never Tigere. The flick on wasn't the best. A good attempt from the youngster. Looking for Ndereki. Pushed away, muscled off the ball by the experienced Ralph Kawandera, and he wins the free kick. Experience carrying the day, but a good turn from Cole Samba.
Yes, and we are now watching a better second half than the first half. This is now what we expect from a Premier League outfit.
This is now football. There's a bit of urgency, especially from Simba Bhora, who are chasing the game. They're asking all the questions, but need to be careful as they're pushing forward. They're leaving at the back exposed. Throw in to Simba Bhora. Oh, it's an offside. Lawrence Chazia. Samba to Kennedy Ibe. Carlos Mavurume seeing plenty of the ball in the second half. You like the way they're giving and go. Mavurume loses out possession. Nice play from Chimedza. Tinashe Mpuma going in the box. The cross is good. And no takers there. The goalkeeper gathers the ball, doesn't waste time. Let's see who will get the yellow card here. A red card to the goalkeeper. Goodness me.
So
Goodness me, Willie.
So what it means is should be a penalty if the goalkeeper has been red carded
He's
here
got-
inside the box.
He's got to give a penalty. He's got to give a penalty if that's a free kick. Can you see what Wilmot Chimbetri has just done? He knows exactly what's happening.
Ooh.
Indiscipline by the goalkeeper and inexperience. Frustration getting the better. Not sure why he raised his left knee into Lochiunga. There was no need for the goalkeeper to have done that. Needless from the goalkeeper. First, Gandisani taking the long walk of shame, having been given a chance to go, and they're not happy. The Simba Bhora officials, they're not happy with how the goalkeeper presented himself there.
Yeah, that's inexperience from the young man and the experience of Lord Chungwa. He knew that if he mocks the goalkeeper there, teasing the goalkeeper and getting a penalty, and to my surprise, Lord Chunga is still down. I think it was not that malicious. I see William Tole there being prepared on to come, and his first task will be to face a penalty, and not sure who will take the penalty. But the
You
referee
fancy to be Ralph Kaundera to increase his tally from 8 to 9.
exactly.
I mean, there's no need for the Simba Bhora players to be arguing. That was a penalty. That was a poor decision from the young goalkeeper, first Gandisani. He's cost his team. The Herentals fans, they're believing, waiting for Lochiunga to be carried off the pitch. And this has to be a penalty. Because there was a free kick committed in the box.
Yeah, that's a direct free kick.
Again, he's
And-
trying to explain to Leito that he was in his cylinder. But no, they're not happy with that call. They are not happy, I tell you.
Yeah, they don't have the benefit of the replay like we do here, but you could clearly see that the goalkeeper was careless.
She's
was
not happy.
needless,
Look at her.
furious.
She's agitated.
There it is.
The goalkeeper and Lochunga made it worse by going down and rolling.
That's a moment when you think that if the ground can open up and then just swallow you and you disappear from the scenes.
He has to go to the change room, the young goalkeeper.
Yes.
Needs to leave the bench. And the first, let's see who they're going to take out so that William Tola can come in. They've got to make a substitute here.
Yeah, they have to sacrifice someone and they went to wait to see whether Lochunga will be able to continue. But I'm sure he will be able to continue. And the young man, first Kandisani, will go for an early shower, but it's a bit cold. I'm not sure if they've got hot shower there in the changing rooms.
You go and sit all by himself in there. And also knowing that we don't have television in those chambers, so he can't watch the game.
Oh.
That supporter.
I'm sure they've been made at the penalty call made by Patrick Kalota, but Patrick Kalota is a son of former referee Wanda Kalota, the late Wanda Kalota. May he so continue to rest in peace. As you see William Tolle
William
there
Tolle
yes.
preparing to come in. And the first thing he will do is to face a penalty.
He has saved a penalty before.
It looks like they're taking out the youngster, Sambe, who went in and is not happy with that decision. Called Samba, calls it a day. He's the player who's been sacrificed. This can kill a player. I mean, look at him on the bench. He is not happy with that decision. But
Yeah,
it
and
had to be made.
And the young man is covering
His
his
face.
face with the jersey. But I would understand Manjlamp's decisions here. Remember, they're now playing with 10 men.
And they're
and
chasing a game.
They're chasing a game. So they will need gritty players. They need aggressive players at this point in stage. I think
So William Tole coming in for the second half substitute. Cole Samba, the youngster who scored the equalizer against Caps United and came in on the second half substitute and was substituted after the goalkeeper was red carded, and Mandlampov taking that bold call. Can William Tole save this penalty and keep this game at 1-0? He's a good penalty shot stopper. Let's see if he can.
I saved one against Dynamo this season. It was a
Yes.
nice.
Let's see if he can save this one and keep the.
Some mind games there by the big goalkeeper.
Yes, a mind game, definitely. Achimwene, the Malawian first choice, William Tole. He knows exactly what he's doing. Just wanting to put the pressure on Ralph Kaondera. Make him stand for a long time there.
And Wadamson has doubled the lead for FC Scotland at Babafield Stadium there.
So
Ralph Kaondera.
So it's the Musona brothers doing it for Scotland.
And Ngezi Platinum now leading 4-2 at the Baobab.
Goals galore. And they wanted the goalkeeper to leave the bench, exactly what I had said. There's no way, once you get a red card, you can't continue on the bench. It's got to go to the changing room.
And then the fourth official, Miss Mayimbo, in that black jacket. She's ordering the young man, Stigandisani, off to the changing rooms, being accompanied by one of the technical person there.
I think the referee has done her job. I think she must just leave him to go instead of escort him right away. All should have just told her to say, let the player go to the changing room, not to be the escort.
Maybe she wants to make sure, since the young man had not done so earlier.
Can he make it 9 out of 14 games? Ralph Kaondera with 8 goals to his name so far against William Tole. It's Kaondera. Great penalty take there from Ralph Kaondera. Good composure, sending William Tole the wrong way. He's got 9 goals to his name, Willie. He's played a great season so far.
Yeah, that's good penalty, good composure, the calmness in Ralph Kaondera there. And the good news for Ralph Kaondera is that none of the chasing pack is on the score sheet. This Kamabila hasn't scored at Babafield Stadium. He might. And Washington Navai is away with the national team in the UK, preparing for that Unity Cup against
Good
Nigeria,
composure,
which was the end. That is
sending William Tole the wrong way. Vast experience. Didn't panic, knew exactly what he was doing. Send the ball on the right side of William Tole. It's now a mountain to climb for Simba Bhora. They are down 2-0 and they're also down 10 men. You fancy Herentals will take these 3 points this afternoon. This is the 7th time they've met since 2003. Simba Bhora were leading, having won 3 games, and Herentals 2, drawn 1. It's now Simba Bhora 3, Herentals 3 in terms of games they've won. If it finishes like this, Willie.
Yeah, that would be a very good result, massive result for Herentals. 2 wins in a row and 2 clean sheets as well, but not done yet. Jarson Masina.
Carlos Mavurume, Ismail Nyani giving chase, looking for options, whips the ball in the box, and this one goes straight to the goalkeeper, Takarinda. Looks like they've changed the formation. They're now playing a 3-5-2 formation with the back three. Carlos winning this one. It's a long one from Calvin Ndereki. Carlos Mavrume. Never together. Back to Tafa. Headed away by Lord Chiunga. Chimedza, not the best of passes, tried to pick up confirmation of that scoreline. Lawrence with a long one, looking for McCartney. Chimbetu wins a free kick for the students. He's one of the longest serving members, Wilmore Chimbetu. It will be a long trip back to Shamba, should it end like this. Dereki, good play, but never together. It's the final ball in the box that they're letting themselves down. They're doing everything good in the middle of the park, passing the ball around. But the final product in the box, not the best. Herentals making the substitute, bringing out Dreamer Leto. And in comes jersey number 23, Eric Dombo, another lively winger who can also bring in some good work on the left flank. Dreadlock for dreadlock.
I was about to say that like for like, same position, same hairstyle, same style of play as well.
Lieto Dreamer coming out, and in comes Eric Dombo. With his first touch of ball, Dombo with a good ball, picking up Lord Chunga. The first touch was poor, and he buries it this one. Good play by Lord Chunga. He's one player who you can give a chance. Good substitution by Benza, bringing in the substitute Eric Dombo. With the first touch of the ball, he picked up Lord Chunga, and Lord Chunga scores.
Instant impact by the substitute there, Eric Dombo, with an assist there to Lord Chunga. And there's part of the Herentals, the crowd celebrating that 30 goal. Poor header there by Lawrence Chazia. And Chunga took his time there, grasped more into the far corner. No chance for the Malawian goalkeeper, Achumwene Amza Kimbo, wondering what he could have done with such a strike there. And Wanda Kaloti there, pointing to the center circle, 3-0 to Herentals.
That's experience from Lord Chunga. Kind of remind me back of his days at Black Rhinos. These are the type of goals he will score.
And the celebration there, marching like a soldier.
Yes, indeed. It's a tall order for Chinuchedu Simba Bhora to be a long trip back to Shamba, back to the drawing board. Throw in to Simba Bhora, or to be a free kick, should I say.
This is what you'd want to see in our local league. With 4 matches this afternoon, 13 goals have been scored so far, with about 7-8 minutes to go. This one can be more because of the long stoppages during that red card and penalty.
A nice play by Chimedza. 13 goals being scored this afternoon. Only 2 teams failing to hit the back of the net so far. That's Chicken Inn and Simba Bhora.
Exactly. Only two teams failing to find the back of the net. The rest have scored. Agama 1-1. It was an eye with the Chawia Gwinyaracha member, that is Kawia Katuruturu, ZPC Kariba. And Ngezi Platinum Stars leading. Brighton Majara is down. Remember, he's coming from injury and he's holding his ribs there. Hope nothing serious.
Yeah, I think just coming together there, but I think being his first game, maybe Coach Celestin Benza will think of giving me a break, but looks like he can continue. You have to give credit to the Simba Bhora brass band. Despite the team being down, they never stop playing, belting the tunes.
Exactly, Spencer. This is what we want to see at the stadiums. That support your team, be it on your heart. Should love your team to the bone, and that is what is happening in Simba Bhora. There is Achimwene dumbfounded, outstruck, couldn't believe what had hit him, conceding 2 goals in a space of 5 or so minutes. Of course, we can't blame him for both. The other one being a penalty, and the other one being a well-taken goal by Lord Chiunga.
Let's see what they can do here. Cleared away by Dombo. Carlos Mavrume wins this one. Never together. Pushing forward. And he wins a free kick. And with a yellow card to the substitute, Eric Dombo.
He should be careful. He can easily turn from a hero to a villain.
Yes.
That is if he gets the second yellow card. But that might not change the result, because with about 4 minutes plus whatever Wanda Kaloti and his team will add on here, I don't think Simba Bhora will come back into the match trailing by 3-0.
That was a good call from the referee, as much as it might be his first foul, but he knew exactly what he was doing to stop Never Together.
No intention to play the ball at all there, so a deserved yellow card there to Eric Dombo.
A chance from outside the box. Can he take a crack at goal? Good chance. And
That
takes a deflection to be a corner kick. Isma Nyani with a free kick. Good Tinashe Mazambani with a chance here, looking for option. Mazambani. Dombo should have left that ball. Not the best ball in the box. Rav Kawandera clears the lines. Lord Chiunga. And Simba Bhora pushing forward to try and get a consolation, but Herentals wanting to keep a clean sheet. Can they look for another one? The goal. Good defense work. I thought he should have headed the ball. A chance here for Dombo. Good goalkeeping by William Tolle. Doesn't waste time. Majarira winning this one. A chance here for the top goal scorer for Simba Bhora. Good play from Simba Bhora there, knocking the ball out, but it's the final ball in the attacking third that's not bringing the result they desire. You have to give credit to Herentals. They're holding their own, defending resolute. Allowing Simba Bhora to pass it deep high. When they come in the attacking third, they quickly close them down. Dombo with the clearance. To be throw-in to Herentals, which they'll casually walk. And away from your picture, there's a player down for Herentals. They're just running down the clock.
Should be the goal scorer Milton Schmedza, the man who opened the scoring, but the referee is warning him and is ordering the medical staff to stretcher him off the stretcher bed there. The match official doesn't want time to be wasted here. Mandlampov disappointed this afternoon.
And his assistant back to the drawing board.
There is the first goal.
He did well there, Milton Chimedza. Left him for dead. And a great goal. And the second goal, the third goal from Lord Chiunga. Quickly taken the throw-in by Herentals. Away from your picture, the board was raised with 5 minutes. He was selfish, should have laid the ball
To Govu.
Govu was in a better position. 5 minutes of optional time. Good play here. Simba Bhora, the chance wasn't good. And they get a face save. A good play, Brian Dereki. A rare goal. Perseverance paying off for Simba Bhora. They get a consolation. Herentals can't keep a clean sheet.
Yeah, watching his run from deep in midfield, then Derek did very well, and the anticipation from Derek there was very well, and he took that ball beyond the reach of Takarinda. One back for shoot. Watch that run again.
Great play, nothing the
Great
goalkeeper could have done. Place it far away from the goalkeeper. And we see a substitute.
Wilmot Chimbed going down for the second time. This time couldn't catch Ndereki. I remember that time he caught up with Masina, and he was lucky that the penalty was not called. A good goal there by Blessed Ndereki, the former Yada man, with the first saver there. Consolation goal, or can they pull off a miracle in about 3.5 minutes?
Time will tell as we see fieldman Miguel preparing to come in for the students. He will come in for Tinashe Mazambani.
And now we head into match day 15 with no threat to Ralph Kaundera because Kamabila has been substituted at Baba Field Stadium, and with Washington Navai in the UK with the Zimbabwe national team preparing for that Unity Cup match against Nigeria on Tuesday. So it means no one can catch up with him. He's on 9 goals and chasing Pekka on 6.
Yes, the chasing pack on 6. Walter Musona on 5 goals. Having scored this afternoon, he was on 4 goals.
He has also been substituted, so he can't score anymore.
Still a long season as Simba Bhora wanting to push forward. If they can get another goal, it will be a heavy ending for the students. But they're deep in their own half. Need to get the ball in the box. Surely there should be a yellow card to Lord Chiunga, and he gets a yellow card. They need to get the ball in the box.
That was an amazing run by Ishmael Nyani, and was being brought down by Lord Chiunga there, which should be careful. After getting a yellow card, he takes the ball and throws it away. He should have watched what happened to Eduardo Camavinga when they played Bayern Munich.
Yes, indeed. If they can get that ball in the box, a chance, and does well to clear the lines.
Yeah, Ralph Kaundera have been very experienced, positioning himself in a position where he can clear, and the Renders counter here.
2 versus 1, can they get the ball? Chimedza, but the pass was bad and William Tole comes out.
But Spencer, this is what I'm surprised. It was 4 versus 1, can you imagine? And you can't punish a team when we have 4 versus one defender, and not even
at this level they should punish them.
At least force a save from the goalkeeper. And
that
Carlos
effort
Mavurume
goes way wide.
Goalkeeper must be very careful.
He was already sitting on a yellow card and he's trying all those antics. Under 50 seconds to play.
Yeah, he must not test the patience of Patrick Kalota, sorry, I'm thinking of the late father.
The late father, yes. Lord Chunga, can he get a brace? The first touch wasn't the best. A chance from outside the box, you can't score like that against William Tole. It's a long one. Headed out of danger. Herentals just wanting to finish this game, but they're not taking the chance. Chimeza with a chance here, and he just skies his effort wide. That one would have killed this game as a contest. And William Tole doesn't waste time, rushes his effort, but again giving away possession cheaply. Govu, can he get across in the box? The cross is good. A chance here, and this one kills the game as a contest. Clemens Govu. That was a good ball, a good cross, and Herentals win this one. Simba Bhora have themselves to blame. They kept pushing forward, rushing the game, and they were punished there by Govu.
And making silly mistakes at the back there, gifting away possession easily. Normally 10 men normally fight to the end, but what a cross there by Govu. Second assist of the game, and
that was Dombo.
That was Eric Dombo, sorry.
Second assist, yes.
Yeah, second assist.
A great man to another great man.
And Govu with the easiest chance of nodding the ball past a stranded William Tole, and that should be the final whistle.
And that whistle bringing the end of this encounter. Herentals winning this game by 4 goals to 1. What a match we had at Rufaro Stadium. Your thoughts of this encounter, Willie?
I think the second half lived up to expectations and it lived up to its billing. What a second half we had here at Rufaro Stadium. The first half was a bit gion and not entertaining at all, save for that goal. That was a brilliant goal taken by Milton Chimeza. And the way Milton Chimeza did it in beating the defender, roasting him down, leaving him for dead and finding the back of the net. I wonder where was the calmness and composure in the second half when he just had his effort way off target instead of being composed and being calm. He could have easily grabbed a brace here. And Herentals, this is their biggest win of the season.
4-1, the biggest win. Herentals taking the 3 points. It will be a long trip to Simba Bhora back to Shamba as we wait for our pitch side interview with the coaches and hear the thoughts after the game. But good display of football in the second half by Herentals. Crossover to Charles Mabika with the Herentals coach. Over to you, CNN.
Well. This will go down so far as Simba Bhora's heaviest loss since they came into the Premiership, inflicted by high-flying students by 4 goals to 1. And right now I'm joined by a victorious Herentals coach. They call him Uncle. He's Celestino Paul Benta. Well, Uncle, congratulations. What did you tell the guys, especially after halftime?
Yeah, I told the guys that definitely Simba was going to tire because they had a lot of intensity in the first half. So I knew that in the second half it was going to be our time to try and run them down, and it worked very well. So I'm happy with that.
And coach, you know, a lot of fans or a lot of pundits never dreamt that Herentals would be sitting at number 5 at this time of the season. What did you think going into? Is it surprising you as well that you are 5th at this early part of the season?
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all because I had confidence with the youngsters that we brought in from our development side, from our Division 2. And we knew that those youngsters, because they are still young and they are energetic, they are going to run down a lot of opponents. So I think it worked very well. And we had tipped that we were supposed to be finishing in the top 8, but it's not a surprise that we're number 5. And I think going forward, we really need to work hard. We're not supposed to sit down and relax.
Okay, Coach, congratulations. And the party, if it's there, please invite me.
Thank you very much, definitely. Thank you.
Right, okay, that's a victorious Herentals coach, Uncle Celestino Paul Benza. I'm now joined by visibly disappointed Simba Bhora head coach. We call him Lulu. He's Mandla Mpofu. Well, Lulu, disappointing for you really because when they were up 1-0, it seemed like you would be getting the equalizer, but everything fell apart. What happened?
I think after the goalkeeper incident, I thought moment of madness. You know, we were coming and we had a better second half, a better start. On a good day, maybe we could have got a penalty. And everyone is working hard, everyone is sweating blood. And then the keeper just from nowhere does that. And we concede a red card and a penalty. And then everything went to way wide. Understand? And we don't expect this. And I don't expect, you know, a team that is playing for championship to play like this. No, it becomes very, very, very difficult. But we can't take away from the opponents. I think they could game plan. They did well. They closed our channels as much as possible. But I thought it's one game that, as a coach, I want to forget it as quickly as possible, and they regroup and they look forward and they say, can we get a winner in our next game? Can we plan about our next game? But a disappointing show. I think, again, as a coach, I think it's an apology to everyone, apology to our supporters who came in numbers, apology to the Simba family, because I'm here to make sure that I get a good game plan and make sure that the team wins every week in, week out. Yeah.
Well, Lulu, all the best for the next game, eh?
Okay. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you.
That was Lulu. You're saying, you know, apologizing to the Simba Bhora family and also talking about the moment of madness from goalkeeper the first Gandizani. He had done so well. And remember, he had displaced William Tole, his the number 1 at Simba Bhora. So he's going to serve a 2-match suspension now. That's when everything changed. But you see, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Right, every week for you, we give you a man of the match that is chosen by a panel of expert journalists here, sponsored by ProBet. And our man of the match, I'm sure you'll agree with us, the journalist who came up with this is Midza, Milton Chimeza. Congratulations, Midza.
Thank you.
All right, tell us, you know, the first goal. The first goal that you scored, and you had a contribution as well the rest of the match. But that first goal, brilliant. How, you know, can you relive it for us?
As usual.
As usual.
As usual, yeah. Yeah, zongoiti ngazvokuti ndango ita zvamazoezi zvandikutaura as usual. Kupedza bhora kombozha ndo dzashanda apa chitapa. Kombozha chii ndo dzashanda apa. Yeah.
Uda kutaurira chi veherentals vakatarisa right now kuti what can vangatarisire chi from herentals zvatiri kuenda kumberi.
Netimu payato so negrip ratobata ka ndikuvaudza kuti vatarisire zvizhinji. Timu payave yakutonetsa atoma 1 yakutonetsa atoma 1 papa grip ratabata kutorisiya atoma 1 saka zvese zvakuuya munzira akudambura ngavatarise izvozvo.
Right, Midza, 200 hey mwana mudara 200 wozongondidaizoka paunonoichinja
kwete zvekunyepa uchiwaita.
Right, congratulations. Right, that was Midza, Milton Chimeza, the man of the match today, scoring a beautiful goal and had a hand in one of the goals and an all-round performance from the forward. Well, that's just about it. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing here on ZBC TV as Herentals inflict the heaviest loss upon Simba Bhora since they came into the top flight by 4-1. From everyone from the ZBC TV sports crew, fronted by our producers Bevan Shinrai, Stuart Shoriwa, Tinashe Manyoni, and Gina Gwanzura, we say remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, legendary CNN Mabika. Until we meet again here on Monday, on May Day, for the game between Caps United and FC Platinum, it's bye-bye for now.